Hello to all of my queens, and thank you for rocking with me, ladies. I appreciate you so very much for tuning in to the podcast. I see you. It's not going unnoticed. I want you to know that I appreciate you so much. And also, I like to invite you to my YouTube channel. I post a lot of different information, and some of it will be the same information. I'll post this video, this podcast over into my YouTube channel, but I share other things. So I would love for you to go and subscribe. Women majoring in their marriage, women majoring in their marriage. I would appreciate you so very much if you would subscribe. I can see those that have subscribed, and then I will personally thank you for subscribing to my channel because there's a lot of other platforms out there and you don't have to choose to be on mine, so I don't take it lightly. I appreciate you so very much. Um, in this episode today, I'm talking on a subject that no one likes talking about, and that is wives submitting to their husband. Wives submitting to their husband. That's a very sensitive subject, so controversial, but nevertheless, at the end of the day, we have to look at what the scriptures say. What does the scripture say about that? That's what we have to look at it, and then there's nothing to uh, dispute over. There's no big controversy. It's what it is. And that's my subject today. Wives submitting to their husband. And me being married for almost 46 years, the end of September will be 46 years where I married my junior high school sweetheart. And God has blessed our marriage. We have been through different seasons in our marriage. We don't have a perfect marriage, but we're constantly majoring in our marriage. We both love each other, and we put God as the foundation in our marriage, and He has caused our marriage to thrive. And for that, I am forever grateful. But the 46 years I've been married, I would say that being a wife is not for the faint at heart. It's not for the faint at heart. Marriage is not for everybody. Some think they want to be married. I'm tired of being by myself. I'm tired of paying all the bills. Well, you want to get married for the wrong reason. You want to get married for the wrong reason. Marriage is work, and one must be willing to put in the work, show love, respect. Can't be selfish. You have to be a team player and know how to compromise. You have to know how to compromise in marriage, lady. And especially if you're talking about submitting and being a team player. The subject of submitting can be very controversial, especially when we have so many independent wives out there. There's a lot of wives owning their own business. They walking in their own shoes. They doing their own thing. They don't need a man. They married now. So it's a lot of controversy out there. A whole lot of controversy out there. They're saying, I don't have to submit to no man. I'm not going to submit to no man. I make my own money. I do my own this. I do my own that. So that's where the big controversy is. We have a lot of independent women, a lot of independent wives, I should say. There are a lot of independent women, but we're talking about wives. A lot of independent wives out there. I feel once a woman realizes that submitting to her husband does not make her less a woman or to appear to be one that is weak, we can happily embrace submission. And I will say that again. This is my personal feeling, my feeling from experience. I feel once a woman realizes that submitting to her husband does not make her less a woman or even to appear to be one that is weak. We can happily embrace submission. Happily embrace submission. I love staying in my lane. I don't want to wear the pants. I love having that covering. I don't want to make all the decisions. Women, we're going to have to realize that we are not the head. There's so many women that's running their house. God didn't create us for that. God didn't create us to be worried about everything, to take on everything, to boss everything, to do everything. Everything. You over everything. You telling that man what to do. You telling him what he can do and what he can't do, what money he can spend and what money he can't spend. And you just wearing yourself out, burning yourself out, trying to be the wife, trying to be the husband. Stop being controlling and give that man respect. You know, when we talk about submission, we go back to the Bible, Ephesians 5, 22 through 24, which states that wives should submit to their husband as the church submits to Christ. Submission is not about control, but rather it's supported partnership. 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 One thing for sure is a man love, ladies, a man love respect. And we know us women, we love to be loved. We love for that man to show us love. When a woman has a man that loved her like Christ loved and gave himself for the church, it's not hard submitting. It's not hard submitting. When a man loves his wife, he will not expect or ask anything of his wife that is not pleasing to God. He just won't do it. So why is it hard submitting to that? Why is it hard submitting to that? If your husband really love you, and I know it's a flip side of this coin, and that's another topic for another day, where there is husbands that are not God fearing, they're not praying, they don't love their wives like Christ loved the church. So you're saying, why should I have to submit to him? Why should I have to do what he say? If it's not outside of the will of God, you're to submit to that man. You're to submit to him. I was listening today to a podcast. I think it was a podcast. Yeah, no, it might have been a YouTube or a podcast with Tabitha Brown. And a lot of y'all know Tabitha Brown. And when I finished looking at that, I began to reflect. She and her husband Chance was talking about, they wasn't talking about submitting, but I gather from that, since I was thinking on talking on the subject of submitting, but she was talking about how they balance each other, and how he she might want to take money and do a lot of investment, and her husband Chance, he don't mind investing in something, but something he just like having his money right there, saving his money, and they'll go back and forth on what they can do. But she'll say, he balanced me, I listen to him, and I take his advice, and I submit to that. Well, it could be very easily, y'all know Tabitha Brown. If you don't know, search Tabitha Brown. Tabitha Brown, I know, is a breadwinner. I know she has product in Target. She's outstanding, but I love her and her husband, how they work together. Now she know in her head he wouldn't be where he was without me. Now he telling me I don't need to do this with this amount of money. We're gonna do this and this. That takes submission. That takes submission and humbling herself to say, "You right, okay, that's what we're gonna do," and to submit to that. And when you do that, God blesses your marriage. That's why they're so blessed, because she understands. She understand. I could tell she understands what submission is. He not asking her to go out there and kill somebody to get some money. He's saying, okay, we invest here, we invest here, but this we're gonna take and we're gonna do this. We're not gonna invest in it. And he's not trying to control her or her money. They said that they both have their fund money. This your fun money, this my fun money. My fun money, I do fun things, do what I want to do with that, buy what I want to do with that. But when it comes to big things, we come together in agreement with those things. So I just thought about that today when they were talking about that. That was a perfect example. That was a perfect example of submission. And to the wives that do not have the husband that set the example, if he not asking you to go kill somebody, or he not asking you to be in y'all relationship, y'all marriage to be uh with other people involved in it, or to do things that contrary to the word, pray about it. And the things that you desire, just pray and take it to God. And I always say this, we have to be to our husband what we want them to be to us. We be with that person. We be that loving person. We be that person that give respect. We do all those things. Ladies, it's so important to understand, to get a good understanding of what submission is. What submission is not somebody bossing you around or acting like they your parent. Wives, when we submit and we humble ourselves, God blesses us. God blesses us. And God allows that husband to see how he can love you even more, because he loves respect. He loves respect. Ladies, I hope you have found value today and something that you can apply to your marriage. And if you just share these videos, my goal is, I can't save every marriage, but if I save one, that's a whole family that has been inspired and been saved. So share the videos, and don't forget to go to the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel, Women Major in Their Marriage, and subscribe. Subscribe. I would appreciate that. Remember, don't let no one tell you that submission is not ordained by God. Ladies, go and enjoy your day. Be a blessing to others. And as I always say, try to leave a person better than you found them. Be blessed.